82 buckets of slime on the wall. This is a road trip and it's very boring. 82 buckets of slime on the wall. You take one down, pass it around. 82 buckets of slime on the wall. 81 buckets of slime on the wall. 81 buckets of slime. You take one down, pass it around. 80 buckets of slime on the wall. 80 buckets of slime on the wall. 80 buckets of slime.
It's the backward counting that makes this an educational experience.
79 buckets of slime on the wall, 79 buckets of slime. You take one down, pass it around. Buckets of slime on the wall, 74 buckets of slime. You take one down, pass it around. 74 buckets of slime on the wall. 2 buckets of slime on the wall. 2 buckets of slime. You take one down, pass it around. 2 buckets of slime on the wall. 1 bucket of slime on the wall.
1 bucket of slime. You take it down, you pass it around.
No buckets of slime on the wall. Yay! Everyone's laughed.
Yay! To Dunsborough, baby. We're going to Dunsborough.
All around. I love you now like I love you then. This is a road and these are the hands.
Yeah, no, this is nice.
Yeah, 2 kiwis and a pom.
It's the walker.
Sounds like keep pedaling.
Okay.
This particular special place had a couple of legends associated with it, with the name Boogalunga, Place of Sorrow. And basically what would happen is Aboriginals would come down here, they let out their grief, their sorrow, their tears, their fears, a little bit like a confession I suppose in a way. And then the first legend said that all their tears and fears would be left at the base of the tree. The tree would absorb it all, it would run up through the centre of the tree, up to the leaves, and the wind would blow their worries away. And the second legend, similar again, place of fear and sorrow, would be left at the ground here, the river would flood, and all their worries would be washed out to the sea.
On my mind.
I don't think we know where we're going.
Where are we supposed to be?
We're just floating. We're waiting for our guide to come up and tell us which way to go.
Shall we start?
Yep, paddle away.
Well, it's not far down to paradise. East is not home. The wind is right, you can sail away. Find tranquility. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. It's not far to never land. Reason to pretend.
No.
Wind is right, you can find the joy of innocence again. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. Sailing takes me away.
Are we on a boat?
Yeah.
We're on a canoe, aren't we?
What sort of fish you got in here?
Silver green and black green. Not a lot of it.
Yeah.
Further down the river, one starts marrying up from gets marron.
Oh,
Yeah.
no rainbow trout been introduced? No.
I don't know if they'd survive here because it's so narrow. Predatory birds.
Yeah.
We've got this little guy here. This is called lemon myrtle. It's an indigenous plant. As soon as you smell it, you know why it's called lemon myrtle. And I think that the Aboriginal folks use it very much on their fish. You can imagine the aroma of this through the fish. So if you want to just take a pinch, either a smell or a pinch, and then just pass it on to me.
Far away.
Black water in there. So,
That one tastes like
You want to taste one?
Lemon.
sour.
Yeah.
I like lemon. Cute.
I'm going to get this out.
in Australia, we have a lolly, and that lolly is called a mega sour warhead. Anyone know what a mega sour warhead? Bush mega sour warhead. Okay, so it's a flavour burst. It hits you with the flavour, and then really tapers off to a really nice flavour after that. So mega sour warhead.
What?
Gosh.
Eat the whole thing.
What?
Yeah,
Just belch in the mouth to start with.
I'll put hair on your chest.
But if you leave it in your mouth and chew on it, then the flavour really tapers off. Just got to get over that first belt.
Outside is sour.
Now I have a little bit of fun here because this pesto here is a basil and lemon myrtle pesto. This one is a wild bush tomato chutney. Then the meats: kangaroo, turkey, emu. So for people who are unaware of the Witjuti Grub, it is actually an Aboriginal delicacy. Yogurt based, and sitting on top of it is 1.5 Witjuti Grubs. Oh, okay.
Who's the lucky one that gets the eyeballs and mouth parts?
We've got, what did we end up with? 8, didn't we?
8.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, they're big, mate. He went big.
Well, you got to be able to bite chew at least
I was
twice.
going to get the one with the eyeballs, but I just... I left it.
Oh, you should have come down to this side.
1, 2, 3, in you go. Two twice. Boom. Got him down. Down.
Yeah.
Down. Everyone's down. Okay. First question. What was the taste like? What did it remind you of? Hummus?
Hummus, yeah.
Hummus?
Yeah.
Hummus? Tony, because you had the head of the Witjuti Grub, you're officially the brains of the operation. You potentially. The rest you, because you had a piece of Witjuti Grub, you're now all officially Bush Tucker Grubbies. And be proud of it. Okay, Bush Tucker Grubbies. Give them a hand, guys. Give them a hand. Now, because you guys did not have a piece of Witjuti Grub, you are official whips. Quite happy to be there, she said. This cave here, there's 2 parts to it. The first part, I can stand up in it comfortably, and it can fit 50 people comfortably. Up you go, guys. And just need to take a seat up there somewhere. just a few things about the cave. Firstly, welcome to Nungurragut's cave. Now, Nungurragut was an Aboriginal mythological character whose story was told in the Aboriginal legend of how the Margaret River was created. And the part of the legend has it this was his cave. This is where he lived while the Margaret River was being created. Now, the other thing about this cave is that it's a living cave. And what I mean by that is that when it rains above us, instead of all the water running off to the sides like you expect, a lot of it actually gets absorbed by this porous limestone rock that we've got here. A little bit like a sponge in a way. And the water makes its way down through the rock, and as it does, calcium gets dissolved into the water. And it gets down to certain points here where I'm pointing the light. Can you see them there, little drops? There he goes, bang. There and there. And what happens is that when they get to that point there, and the drop leaves, a small amount of calcium is left at that point there, or at that point there, and then a small amount of calcium is left down there. And that's the beginnings of a stalactite, and this is the beginnings of a stalagmite. Now, so where we can stand up here, in there, it's a genuine hands and knees experience. So what I'm going to do is lead off into there. Would anyone like to come with a crawl for me in there, just to check it all out and see what it's like? Ella's there. Anyone else want to come? Yes. In the main part of the cave area, as I said before, it's very much a standing experience. I think the people in here would agree it's very much a crawling experience. A little bit comfy for you, is it? Yeah, nice and comfy. Well, actually, there's a third part to this cave. And the third part of the cave is immediately behind me where I'm shining the torch at the moment. And that part of the cave is actually a small tunnel. Okay. Now, how you doing, mate? Good, that's good. That's really good. That's the way. Hello, guys. How are you? Oops.
Where's your buckets?
Right here. You still with me, Ella? Yeah. Yep, there she is. Find your hands and knees, mate. You right? Yep. Okay. Coming through. Beautiful. Now I'll just come up here to direct the traffic. How'd you come, Ella? Yay! Ella, come here, come here. Give us 5, Clive. Keep your head down. Keep coming, mate. Keep coming towards me. Watch your head. That's it, guys. They're just over here, guys. Over here. Over here. Keep coming through, young. Come on, Will. Watch your head. Keep your head down, Will.
Keep your head down.
That's it, mate. Come towards me. Come towards me. That's it. Well done.
Way too old for this.
Aren't you glad you've done it, though? Kind of. Okay, now out you come. Now keep your head down. Keep your head down. Come towards me. Head down still. Keep your head down. Isn't she a grotty, darling?
That was aggressive.
Hey, wasn't it fun?
Yes, it actually was.